Two diamonds, one ring. Tonight, who will shine the brightest? Damas y caballeros, it's golden time! Introducing to you, fighting out of the blue corner, with trainers Brian McIntyre and Isao Dieguez. Wearing black with gold, he officially weighed in at 147 pounds. In 31 professional bouts, his record is impressive. 27 victories, 18 wins coming by way of knockout, only one blemish in 3 draws. Introducing to you the former two-time defending super lightweight champion of the world, hailing from Dallas, Texas, USA. Here is MAURICE Mighty HOOKER, with trainers Father Vergil Ortiz Sr. and Robert Garcia. Donning blue with black, he too weighed in at 147 pounds. Tonight, this rising welterweight enters the contest perfect. 16 bouts, 16 victories, 16 huge wins coming by way of knockout, no defeats. Introducing to you the current WBA gold welterweight champion, the fighting pride of Grand Prairie, Texas, and representing Dallas, here is the undefeated, the phenomenal Vergil Ortiz Jr.
In the welterweight division, Ortiz Jr. in the black and blue, MAURICE HOOKER in the black and gold.
You can already see Hooker's long jab. I mean, that's a long reach right there by the former champion.
They're exchanging hooks, and you would think Hooker would not want to do that.
You don't exchange hooks with a hooker, especially a bigger hooker like Vergil Ortiz Jr.
Straight right hand again, down.
Explosive, but Hooker, he throws mean down there, just like we're seeing right now.
You saw Hooker dig left hand to the liver, but Ortiz handled it well. That is the end of a pretty entertaining round 1.
Only Ortiz did it developing naturally, and of course Hooker did it just with age, getting older.
That's a push. Halfway through round number 2.
Every shot is with bad intentions with Ortiz Jr. Even the jab comes out like a cannon, blasting away.
Oh, left hand, left hook for MAURICE HOOKER.
Beautiful combination by Hooker. Like I said, don't let his size fool you. He can fight on the inside. Just don't get too comfortable. Go back outside and use that stick.
Now it's Ortiz showing us his jab.
There we go. Stay off the ropes if you're Hooker as well. Body shot by Ortiz Jr.
A little bit round here for MAURICE HOOKER.
Getting an angle after the combination. That's what I want to see more from Hooker.
You can see Ortiz Jr.'s face has got a lot of red on it. He's been eating some punches. Good flurry there from Hooker. And wisely, Ortiz Jr. was eyeing perhaps a showdown with Terrence Crawford after this win. Should he get it? Oh, there's a straight right hand for Hooker. That affected Ortiz Jr. a little bit.
That was the best punch of the night for MAURICE HOOKER.
2 chopping right hands by Mo Hooker right there.
He was perturbed that Ortiz Jr. was perhaps looking past him, and he said it's disrespectful, and I'm going to teach him a lesson.
He's not relying on that long punch anymore. It's on the inside, nice and short.
Very similar punch statistics. It is a close fight.
I love the way that MAURICE HOOKER's keeping those elbows tucked in. Chin tucked in, elbows tucked in. That's where the power comes from.
And Sergio Ortiz Jr. hasn't even had to deal with being gassed out. He's never had to take rounds off. This is new territory for him.
And that's why we were curious to see how Vergil Ortiz Jr. is going to react in the second half of the fight. He takes out everyone in the first 6.5 rounds.
That body shot affected Hooker. those elbows pinned in. Good combination from Hooker.
Hooker's best success has been that short right hand. It's not long, not using his reach, it's in the inside. Little 6-inch punch.
Nice shot from Hooker again. It snapped Ortiz Jr.'s head back.
Hooker's been having success in mid-range. In the mid-range, he's been landing those shots.
Last week, we were fortunate enough to call... Oh, Ortiz thinks he's got him and he might have. Back against the ropes. He'll take a knee. Hooker is down. He will get up.
But will he survive? The onslaught is coming, and this young kid doesn't know how to stop.
Will the bell save him? 13 seconds left. A big overhand right again from Ortiz Jr. He's trying to close the show in the 7th. Hooker's going to slug it out with him. That is a horrible idea. And he survives the round. Let's see what Hooker has left in the tank. He goes right after Ortiz Jr. Give the guy credit. He has courage. Chris Mannix, your scorecard through 6.
Well, it's all Vergil Ortiz at this point, 59-54 after that last 10-8 round. His shots, Todd, are just thudding. He is...
Oh, and another right hand as Hooker takes a knee again, and this time he may not get up. He thinks he's broken his hand, and it is over. Vergil Ortiz Jr., the future has arrived at 147 pounds.
It looks like his elbow is dislocated. The future is bright for this young star. The future is bright for boxing with Ryan Garcia, with Devin Haney, with this killer right here. His wrist or his elbow.
Fighters, a big round of applause. The end comes to you. Round number 7, 36 seconds, and waved off by referee Lawrence Cole. For your winner by TKO, and the new WBA International welterweight champion, the fighting pride of Grand Prairie, Texas, the phenomenal Vergil Ortiz Jr.
He's nicknamed Phenomenal, and tonight he was phenomenal.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to see versus a former champion in Hooker. And I look, take nothing away from MAURICE Hooker. I could see everything that he learned from Bo-Mac McIntyre. He implemented. It was an exciting fight, but he's just in there with a much younger, just a straight killer in Vergil Ortiz Jr., who's ready for the big names and the big